Hi there, and welcome to the GPS to Success podcast. I'm Brianna Hendley, business coach, strategist, and your guide to building a business that gives you more profit and more freedom while still creating meaningful time and memories with your family. If you're a busy entrepreneur or executive who's ready to double your profits and triple your time off, you're in the right place. Each week, I'll be sharing mindset must-haves, time-saving tips, team-building strategies, and proven revenue-boosting ideas you can use right away. Let's dive in. Hi there, this is Brianna Hendley with the GPS to Success podcast, and I wanted to talk to you today about the best secret to help you protect your time, engage your team, and increase your money. Now, how can this best kept secret be something that you don't know about? Actually, you do know about it. I'm just going to tell it to you in a way that makes most sense, and it's something that you can put in your business right away. So, the 3 secrets that I have for you are eliminate, delegate, and automate. Now, that sounds so simple, right? So I'm going to break it down step by step of what that actually means for your business and how important this piece is to, again, protecting your time, engaging your team, and keeping that money flowing. Okay. So the first is eliminate. Eliminate means to take out altogether, to get rid of. So think about the different tasks that you do every day. Are there things that it has to be you to do them? Or is it something that somebody else can do? Or is it something you don't have to do at all? It has just become a habit and you feel as though, oh, I guess I have to do it because that's what I've always done. You don't have to do it anymore. So I want you to be thinking about that, especially when you're thinking about protecting your time. Take a look at all the things that you have to do in a day. And I actually recommend that you do an audit. I will do an entire podcast on time here shortly. And when you do an audit of your time, so for example, for every 15 minutes or even 30 minutes, put an alarm on your phone and have that alarm go off. So every 30 minutes, write down what you're doing. You can do it on a pad of paper. You can do it in your notes in your phone. You can reach out to me and I will send you the grid of what you can use to be able to track your time. So every 30 minutes, you write down what you do. After the first day, yes, it'll get annoying, and you'll start paying attention to what you were doing every day. And if you start asking yourself the question, is this something I should be doing or is it something somebody else should be doing? That will get you started and moving to where you can start making some changes. Another thing that I think is super duper easy is take all of the things in your day that you don't like doing. I mean, isn't that easy? If you don't like doing the administration piece of your business, certain parts, say for example, you don't enjoy the bookkeeping piece. Well, they do have bookkeepers for that. Or if you don't enjoy going through your emails, but you know it's something that you should be doing, they've got virtual assistants for that. Or you cannot stand doing social media. There's entire services for that. And you can also utilize AI type functions to make it super, super easy. I'll be talking a little bit more about that too. However, just be aware, doesn't mean that you need to take everything off your plate. Just think about what are the things that I would really like to take off my plate, even if you can't afford it right now. So, after you figured it out for the professional side of the house, I want you to also think about it for the personal side of your life. So think about me, for example. I don't particularly like to cook, though I have learned to cook more and more as I've been going down this journey of bodybuilding and of health and fitness. But before then, my husband cooked everything. So I had somebody to cook for me. If you would say, I almost had like a personal chef. He cooked for the entire family, and his excuse was if he wanted to eat well, he needed to cook his food. And I can't complain with that. So I can't agree with that anymore than what he said. As long as he's happy, I'm happy, right? I feel like that's a good, very, very good compromise. So one of the other things that I really don't like doing is I don't like cleaning bathrooms or floors. I don't know what it is. I can dust till I'm blue in the face. I'm fine with windows, kind of. I don't mind vacuuming, but like mopping the floors, I don't know what it is. And bathrooms, we have so many people in our house. It's just not my favorite thing to do. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. So what a great opportunity that I could get somebody to come in and clean my house, right? That option's there if I want to take it. Same with food. I could have somebody, I actually have a business around here in the Maryland area. There's many businesses that'll do farm to table. They'll do prepared foods. They'll even deliver it for you. So even in my personal life, I am able to unload or delegate some of the things that I don't want to do, or I don't enjoy, or I don't like, or it's just not my area of genius. And the beauty of that is that it then takes away the worry and frees up my time that I can be focused on the things that are in my area of genius. And for me, it's coaching clients, it's working with people, it's going out and speaking, it's doing those things that I can help and encourage other people. That's my area of genius. And for others, their area of genius could be cooking or can be cleaning. And they love to do it and they're very good at doing it, better than I'm doing. And they're worth every single penny. So if you want to figure it out on the monetary side of the house, which I feel like everybody should, if you're thinking, okay, I want to unload this task or this chore or the responsibility of this thing, let's break it down in dollars and cents. So think about, for you, how much do you make an hour? If you don't know how much you make an hour, take the amount of money that you made last year. This is just a great indication. It's kind of a good little exercise that you can do. So you take what you made last year and you divide that by 2080. Now, this will give you every working hour in the year. Some years it's 2088, depending on if we have a leap year, but for the most part, it's 2080. If you want to get sticky with it, go to Google, check it out, ask how many working hours are in a year, and that's what you're going to get. I'm not including federal holidays. I am not including 2 + 3 weeks of vacation. This is every single hour if you work every single 8-hour that is possible during the work week. That is what the number is. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that most of you business owners are working more hours, more like 50, 60 hours. So that means your hourly rate goes down. Okay? So just kind of put that in the back of your head, especially if you're not right now bringing in a ton of money. So again, this is a great way to bring in more money. Even though you got to spend a little, it's going to end up helping you in the long run. So you figure out, take how much you made last year, divide that by 2080, and that is what your hourly rate is. And then take how long it takes for you to do a particular function. So for example, for your bookkeeping, how long does it take you to do your bookkeeping? Is that 8 hours once a month? Is it an hour a week? Figure it out. That's kind of why we did that audit. So you can do that audit for an entire week and you can figure that piece out. So figure out how long it takes you to do something. So if it's clean your house, is it 4 hours? Is it 5 hours? Figure that out. Well, if you make, let's say, $100 an hour and it takes you 4 hours to clean your house each week, that's $400 if you were to pay yourself that it costs you in good quality working time for you to clean your house. Now, depending on how big your house is and how detailed you are, there are cleaning services that can be anywhere from, say, $150 to $250 for an entire house cleaning. And I'm saying like a good sized house, like a 2,500 to 3,500 square foot house. So if you have a smaller house than that, you can pay less. If you have a bigger house, you can pay more, but you're probably making more, right? Okay, so let's figure out apples to apples, but I actually want you to figure out the numbers because the numbers don't lie. And if you are freed up, and I'm not just saying physically, there's also an emotional piece to it that, okay, now I'm freed up from thinking about that. It's less that I have to think about. I don't have to think about cleaning the house anymore. I don't have to think about doing all the things with the books that I cannot stand. And for most of us, it's things that we really don't like that aren't in our area of genius. So we do our best to procrastinate. And when you procrastinate, the stress piles on. And when you procrastinate, it ends up being something that's rushed when it doesn't have to be. You can have somebody that comes in that can do it well, if not better than you, right? Better than you. And again, it's in their area of genius. So how cool is that? That's the delegation. The next piece, the third step, is automation. What are the things in your world can you automate? Now, I mentioned something earlier about food. You could totally automate all the food that's coming into your house or all the food you or your spouse are eating. And you can do that through food prep services. So not only do you order your food, it comes to you. You don't have to put any thought into what you need to make that day. It's already done for you. Done for you. Done for you. So all you have to do is just open it up or put it in the microwave or just eat it. And it's that simple. Do you have to pay for it? Yes. Is it worth it? Heck yes, if that's something that's important to you. So you really have to figure out what is most important to you at the end of the day. The other piece to automating is, now that we've got AI, there's certain things, certain processes you can put in place with AI, and other things that are super, super simple, such as automating specific bills. Or even, I'm going to go back to that bookkeeping piece, for your clients to be on a type of subscription plan. Remember we were talking about money? So instead of you having to do an invoice and chase them down, they give you their credit card, you charge it on the same day every single month for a monthly service that you're providing, if that is your business or if you have that kind of service. You can use providers like Stripe or other type of providers that'll just be natural. You don't even have to think about it. You do have to check it. So it's not like it's a set it and forget it. I really don't know what is at this point. You should be checking everything, but definitely set it and then check it at least once a month. I have a great little spreadsheet that I go down on the date that something is supposed to be paid, and I make sure that the system has gone through and paid it. Have there been problems? Yep. Have I been able to solve them quickly because I have the process down pat? Absolutely. So Figure out what you want to automate. You can even go as far as automating what you wear. My husband makes fun of me all the time, and he's like, oh, you're wearing your uniform, Brie. That's what he says. So you're wearing your uniform. And as a woman, a mom, a business owner, I go into professional situations and I go into casual situations. And I always want to look my best. I want my hair to, this is just a relaxed day today. I just washed it, so it looks the way it does. I've got certain hairstyles on my wash day, and it goes into an entire process that I have for the week. That might be another podcast that we talk about. I use systems that make my life easier. So if you can automate those systems, such as, I'm going to go back to the clothes. So just like Steve Jobs had his black shirt and his jeans, I think there's other people that do similar things. I have certain shirts, a cut and style of shirts that I wear, plus specific colors that I wear, plus for my bottoms, meaning my jeans, my skirts, my pants, anything like that, I have particular colors that I wear and styles that I wear that I know look good on me. So when I go into my closet, I know that whatever I pick is gonna look good on me. And I know I've got a professional dress section, I've got a casual section, I've got occasional and special outfits, and then I have things that are folded. So I have a pretty good system of what looks good on my body, what makes me feel good. And if that isn't something that you have already created for yourself, then I would invest some time and energy into doing that, because once you have that planned, you don't have to think. You just grab what you need and you go. It takes all the decision making out of it, just makes life so much easier. And the goal of the eliminate, delegate, and automate is to free up your time. Again, free up your time so you don't have decision fatigue. You don't have to think about things that are going to take up great energy, time, and space for you to be creative in your business, or for you to be able to do the things that you enjoy and love to do. We don't want to take you away from those things. We want to make your life, improve your life. We want to make it better. We want to make your business better. And with the delegation piece, you get to delegate things in your business that you've been holding on to. I talk to business owners all the time that hold on to things when they've got 3 and 4 employees who work for them. And they are running themselves ragged while their employees are going out and eating 1.5 hour lunches. They're going out and playing on their phones while they're in the office. And I've had conversations with the employees and I've asked, what do you do all day? And they're like, he doesn't give me anything, or she doesn't trust me with doing this. I try to take it from her, but she holds back different parts and pieces that I can't finish the process. So I want you to think about, okay, if there's something that I know that I should be delegating to somebody else to take it off my plate because it's not my favorite thing to do, you will need to take the time, and it will be well worth it. Take the time to walk through that process and have in your head, this is what I want the outcome to be. So this is what I want the outcome to be, and I'm going to reverse engineer and give you all the steps that you can take to get there. Okay? And if you find a better way to do it, awesome. Just make sure to put it down here and make sure we have a note of it so we know how to get there. So the piece to that is you actually have to inspect it so your employee knows what you expect. Okay, so this is going to be a totally separate podcast on inspect what you expect. That will be another podcast, but that is the beginning stages of creating SOPs and clearly communicating to your team what the expectation is of that project, of that task, whatever the case may be. That piece is super important. So again, just pay attention to what that looks like and what you can delegate. And then again, in the automate, I think it's kind of fun to see what you can automate and how quickly you can automate it. I've even done this. So I've got a BMW. My BMW, it'll warm up my car. I can program it to where it does that automatically before I go to the gym, so I don't have to scrape anything off. Everything is ready to go. Even though it's covered, it's still kind of cold when you get in. So it's already warmed up during the wintertime when I get in. And even when I'm at the gym, I can warm up my car before I go back into it from the gym. How cool is that? And I can even do that before I drop my kid off at school. And when I go to pick my kid up later, I can set it to program to warm up again on those cold months, as well as on those warm days. So I want you to get excited and start being creative about the different ways that you can really save time. And at the end of the day, it does come down to saving money, because when you step out of the things that it's not in your area of genius to do, that takes away from your business. It slows down your momentum, especially if you've already hired people to do certain things and you haven't let those things go. That is like the worst. The worst waste of money. So I'm going to encourage you, if you find yourself in that, reach out to me, because I can definitely work with you and your team to figure out what would be a good fit for you. But pay attention, just lean in, pay attention to the things that are going in your world. So 3 secret tips, three secret tips to help you with your time, manage your time, engage your team, and grow your money is to eliminate, delegate, and automate the tasks, systems, and processes, and everything in between that's going on in your life. So I hope this is super helpful. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know any feedback that you have. You can reach out to me at bhendley@achievementcoaching.com, or check us out at Achievement Coaching on Instagram, as well as Facebook, even on YouTube. And as always, this is the GPS to success. So any feedback that you have, again, let me know. Feel free to leave a review. I truly appreciate you being here, and I hope you come back here soon. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the GPS to Success. I hope today's episode gave you clarity and motivation to take your next step forward. If you want more support, tools, or to check out in-depth trainings, head on over to thegps2success.com. You can also apply to be on the show. I'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with a business owner or executive who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay focused, stay inspired, and keep following your GPS to success.